What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Glocktober. And in this video, we're going to talk about 5 reasons you might want a Glock. Now, we're not going to really talk about a specific Glock, even though we have our 19X out here, for example, clear. We're not going to specify or hone in on one specific Glock, but we're just going to talk about Glocks as a whole, whether you're looking for a new firearm, whether you're looking for your first firearm, whether you're looking to maybe switch platforms. I don't know. Maybe you're tired of the old and you're ready for something new. I don't know. But this might be some reasons you would want to look at the big old 2x4. So, first reason is going to be reliability, okay? These things just run. And the track record, with it being in law enforcement for as long as it has, just so many departments carry Glock, they trust Glock. It's really hard to deny that. Out of all the firearms that I've personally have owned, I really don't want to drag like Springfield and Smith & Wesson, but Glock has had the least issues and like just absolutely the least hiccups in my experience, whether it be a 19, like I said, it doesn't matter the model. The internals are pretty much across the board the same, and they're just very, very simple machines that just run. Next, we're going to talk about simplicity, just the fact that this gun is as simple as it is. The basic gun nerd can take this apart. Like there's a lot of guns that take a lot of effort, time, and research to take apart, especially to the degree that you can take apart a Glock, okay? Like HKs and a lot of gun manufacturers make them almost where you have to send them to a gunsmith. This, pretty much anyone can take this apart with just a basic how-to video, basic Google. You can figure out how to maintain this firearm, clean it, everything. And that really is a big selling point, because to be able to work on your own firearms is a big plus. You know what you've done to it, but also you don't have to wait on your firearm at some gunsmith. That's ridiculous. It's 2025. We shouldn't have to be sending our guns off to be tinkered with and then getting them sent back, unless you're modding it out or whatever, which can bring us into our next point here in a minute. But ease of maintenance is a huge plus and comes with the simplistic nature of Glocks. So, next point, availability. You can go to any gun store and find I'm not going to say any Glock model, because certain Glock models are becoming more extinct and harder to find. Truly, they are the most common firearm you're going to find in a gun store, in a pawn shop, really anywhere. They're just the most popular gun in America, so that means the quantity is up there. You're going to find parts just everywhere, and like holsters, whatever you need for this gun. Since Glock doesn't want to give you what you need out of the box to carry this thing, at least the community has caught wind, and that there are a million companies making parts and accessories for Glocks. So that is huge selling point for a lot of people as well. You buy just some reliable, great gun from, I'm not going to name really manufacturers because we're not knocking any manufacturers here. You buy You buy it and you want to carry it the day of because you know it's reliable, but you can't because you can't find a damn holster, or you have to order a holster from the 2 companies that make it. So I think that's a big point that not everyone talks about. So now we're going to talk about compatibility. So compatibility, and I'm more talking about magazines in this regard. So with this nub, certain 17 mags won't work, but for the most part, this has magazine compatibility between the Glock 17, the 45, now the 47 and 49, whatever you want, or 47, I believe, yeah. Now, being the larger framed, you're not going to be able to have as much mag compatibility. If you grab a Glock 26, wink, wink, hint, hint, you will have all the mag compatibility of 9mm Glocks, whether it be the larger frame, the 19, the 19X, the 17s, 45, so on. But you also get the pleasure of running the extended round mags that are even more of that are YouTube compliant, of course. I don't have any here, so it doesn't really fucking matter. Anyways, the whole point is you can have so many magazines, and if you want to run one gun, you grab a 19 or a 26 and you can stick a larger mag in there for home defense after you carry it with your flush fitting mag. It makes sense. And let's say you're running a 26 as your carry gun and you have this as your home defense gun. You know what I mean? Very easy and just very keeping it simple to where it's reliable, but also you have great options, and certain magazines will also work in your carry gun. I don't know. Great option, in my opinion. Last point we're going to talk about is the variety. Oh, and one more point I want to this goes also with the availability. Mags are cheap and they're everywhere, okay? Certain mags are hard to find and they're $50 or more for certain brands. I know that they're polymer. I get it, okay? I get it. But $20 a mag is so much better than $50 a mag. So let that sink in. You can get almost 3 for the price. I mean, definitely 2 for the price of 1 most of the time. So variety. This has been cut down with Glock discontinuing a lot of models, but you can still find them out there. You can still find them in the wild. Got to catch them all, Pokemon. This, to me, is a huge selling point for Glock, and why I really gravitated towards them as much as I have here recently is the different calibers, the 357 SIG, the 40 cal, 45 ACP. They make it in almost every flavor of their guns. There's another company that does, like Smith & Wesson does a pretty good job with that as well. But 10 millimeters, just the amount of models with various calibers is just unmatched. Glock hasn't beat. Now with them discontinuing models, and whenever the supply does finally dry out, I don't know what to tell you. So happy Glocktober. Get some if there's a certain model that is going to be discontinued. You might want to look at getting it because it will eventually, the supply will eventually dry up. So the fact that I can even swap the slides of this with a 23, which goes back to the compatibility point, is very cool. I love the fact that these are just like adult Legos. They're like adult Legos, and just, I love the variety of calibers. I love 9mm Glocks, but I also love 40 cal Glocks and 45 cal Glocks. 45 ACP, excuse me, whatever the fuck you want to call it. All I'm trying to say is give other calibers a shot. Don't, if you only have 9mm, Glock is a great avenue to get into other calibers, to give other calibers a try. Because I promise you, they're a lot more fun at times, a lot more enjoyable, and they can fit into some different roles than 9mm can. I promise you, some hard cast plus P, like 255 grain, 45 ACP, is going to have you feeling a lot more fuzzy in the woods than this. Just is what it is. So, use cases, a lot of variety for different use cases, fits into a lot of different roles. Love it. Love it. Happy Glocktober. I'm going to quit rambling before you guys get mad, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Take it easy.